Cooking games are not fun. At least, that's what I thought. Growing up, I remember my first experience with cooking games was this game called Papa's Pizzeria. I played it at school in the computer lab on this website called coolmathgames.com, and I guess it was successful because they made like 1,000 spin-offs. Really? Papa's Scooperia? That's not even a word, and what is this? Papa's Cupcakeria? They're just making shit up at this point, and I mean, Papa's Taco Mia? Alright, what the f? That doesn't even make any sense. Mia means mine. Dad's taco mine? What happened to this franchise? Anyways, we're not here to talk about Papa. We're here to talk about Daddy. We're here to talk about cooking games, starting with Overcooked. This is by far the most popular cooking game and probably the most fun cooking game ever made. Yes, it's that good and I don't care what you say, fight me. Overcooked has a simple formula that builds off of what you saw in games like the Papa series of games. Customers place orders, each order has ingredients, you get the ingredients, you prepare the ingredients, you put the ingredients together, and you serve the dish to the customer. Simple, right? Wrong. This game starts out simple and makes you think it's gonna be fun with these cute little animal chefs and their 2-ingredient orders like, oh, let me just get a piece of lettuce and chop up some tomatoes, and then bam, the map starts changing, orders start coming in faster, orders need to be completed in order, dishes need to be washed, patties need to be fried, and where are the buns? We need buns. What makes this game so sinister is the fact that they promote their co-op mode so you play with your friends just so you can yell at them for forgetting to wash a dish when you need to turn in the last order to get 3 stars, and you rage at them and damn near end the friendship because if the customer isn't happy, then I'm not happy. Or maybe you forgot to cook a patty and now the burger is raw.
It's raw. It's
Everything gets turned to 11 in the sequel though. Overcooked 2 is like Overcooked 1, except now you can throw shit. Yup, just when you thought shit couldn't get any crazier, they added a throwing mechanic that you literally have to use in order to complete some levels. Overall, Overcooked is a fun, simple yet chaotic co-op cooking game that is perfect to play with anyone that you don't want to be friends with anymore. Cookie Clicker. Forget crypto mining. In this game, you can mine cookies straight from the internet. A truly innovative game that popularized the adult genre, killing any ounce of productivity you might have had and taking precious hours of your life away by triggering the dopamine in your brain by simply increasing a number above a pixelated cookie. The gameplay is simple. There is no gameplay. When you first get the game, you click the cookie to make a cookie, and the more cookies, the better. But eventually, you'll buy upgrades that make clicking the cookie a waste of time because the game will be farming cookies faster than you could click the cookie, making your time spent clicking the cookie meaningless. Despite its name, you really don't even click the cookie, especially if you play the Steam version, and the developers have proved this. I remember playing this game on my phone growing up, but holy shit, they've added a ton of features that I did not know about. The devs went hard, like what the f? They added minigames, wizardry, a fucking stock market. When did cookie clickers become the new Robin Hood? It's 2023 and we still don't have flying cars, but you know what we got? A cookie clicking game that doubles down as a Wolf of Wall Street simulator. Wait, they added dragons? What are dragons doing in my cookie game that's not about cookies? The next game on this list is Cooking Simulator, and as the name implies, you cook shit simulatingly. This is probably the most realistic cooking game besides, actually cooking in real life.
It's like a bison's penis.
But who's gonna actually go and do that when your virtual food looks and tastes so good? Virtually. The level of detail in the actual cooking is impressive, but the most realistic part of this game is the fact that your manager makes you do everything from day one and doesn't do any of the work herself. The game goes like this. You get an order, you read the recipe, you begin prepping your dish, you start cooking, you prep some more, you cook some more, you put the finishing touches on your dish, you serve it to the customer, and you get feedback. What makes this game so great is that you can take it as seriously as you want, or you can completely fuck off. Because the customers don't seem to notice whether you made them a next level dish, or if you literally serve them glass shards on a fucking shrimp when they ordered a hamburger. The main 2 complaints that I've seen about this game holding it back from being amazing are it needs multiplayer and it needs VR multiplayer. And I gotta say, they're not wrong. The only thing about this game that made me not want to keep playing it was the fact that I had no one to grief. Destroying a kitchen by yourself is fun, but ruining your friend's virtual dishes by throwing a bottle of oil at it, well, that's even better. A big part of a game like this should be interacting with other chefs in the kitchen, and unfortunately, you can't do that, at least not yet. Coffee Talk is what would happen if you combine a lo-fi chill hip-hop beat with a coffee shop and turned it into a game. This isn't really a cooking game, but more a coffee making art game wrapped up in visual novel, and I gotta say, out of all the visual novels I've played, which is just Doki Doki Literature Club, this has to be my second favorite. It's really good, and the characters throughout the story really help to keep you hooked. You can get through the whole game in about 5 to 6 hours, so it's really short, and the gameplay, as you might have guessed, comes down to reading dialogue, brewing coffees, making latte art, and stalking your customers' social media on your phone. This is a complete 180 for most other cooking games, so if you're looking for something that's actually on the chill side, this is what I'd recommend. Cook Serve Delicious 3 is basically the world's best disguised typing game wrapped up in a cooking simulator. Think Overcooked meets Excel spreadsheet shortcuts. This game is all about speed and precision because cooking orders comes down to putting the right ingredients together in the right order as fast as possible. And you do this by pressing whichever key is mapped to the particular ingredient that you need. Want to make a burger? Cool. Press MLTPR, which stands for meat, lettuce, tomato, pickles, regular regular bun. Want to make a double burger? Press MMCLR, which stands for meat, cheese, lettuce, regular bun. You get the point. You switch the ingredients with the spacebar like what you would type between two words, and you finish a recipe with the enter key like what you would type when finishing a paragraph. You see what I'm saying? Spreadsheet cooking madness. The variety of dishes this game had to offer did impress me, and something cool about this game is that you're working out of a truck instead of just being in a regular kitchen, which is awesome because you can buy upgrades for your truck and new recipes with the in-game currency for serving customers. Before each day starts, you make your menu of dishes, with each dish having a point rating depending on how difficult it is to type, assemble. And part of the reason I added all this stuff about the gameplay just being typing was to trigger the 40 people still playing this game, and if you're one of them, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, let me know what games you guys want to see in part 2, and make sure to check out my other videos right here.